Good evening. So, I decided to make a video about my past year and what I've been doing. So, let me get into a little story. So, in the past year, I've been through what feels like a lifetime. So, I've been through a lot of phases. I've been through a lot of phases, like psychology wise. I've been studying psychology for around a year now, 2 years, and like body language, why the brain thinks a certain way. I've been reading a lot of, I don't know if you guys read any books, but you guys should because it's good for you. Jordan B. Peterson, which is a very interesting psychologist from, I believe, Toronto. And I've been really into his philosophy and his way of thinking and why the human brain works a certain way. Um, Another thing I've been learning is called the Wim Hof method, which is a breathing method that can keep your body core temperature at the same temperature while you're in extreme cold temperatures. So I live in Canada. It's winter time right now. Sometimes we get minus 15, minus 20 degrees. That's what we got this year, anyways. And I've been walking outside without a jacket. I've been going in my t-shirt and just practicing the breathing method. So that's been an eventful winter start. It's been not really tough in, how can I say this? It hasn't been tough because my mind's been so focused. So whenever I go into the breathing, I'm able to just dedicate and do it. That's really been my big thing is that I've learned to. Well, I'm gonna let you guys know a bit about what I think. I have a bit of a theory, which is that we have a like primitive instinct in our mind, and we have the human mind. So when we try to make decisions, so let's say we want to work out, and we end up not working out. So why is it that we don't work out? So my theory on it is that in our mind we have our conscious mind and our subconscious. So our primitive instinct is the subconscious. And whenever you want to make a decision, you need to basically train that subconscious like it's a dog. So let's say you want to eat a piece of cake, but that's only because your consciousness is like, or your subconscious is saying, that's going to be so good. I want to eat it. How can you counter that? So my theory on it and how I've been doing it is that to be able to counter your mind trying to force you to eat, let's say the fries, the cake, whatever you want, whatever that craving is, how you're able to fight that is that you need to basically train your mind like it's a dog. So whenever I have a thought of stopping at a drive-through, I'm driving down the street, I want to save money, right? I want to start investing my money. I want to start business stuff. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to save money. So I'm driving down the street. I see a fast food, Starbucks. I'm like, a Frappuccino would be amazing right now. In my mind, whenever I think of that thought, right away, I snap out of it. I tell myself, nope. And I just keep driving. So just that quick saying a firm no to yourself and telling your mind not to do it can actually go a long way. So that's my first theory on it. So my second theory is for working out. You need to make working out fun because working out is very hard to do if you don't have fun doing it. Whenever I was getting started, whenever I was trying to do this YouTube, the 50 push-up challenge, whatever, I didn't have fun working out as much as I do now. And why is that? The reason is, back then, excuse me, I used to see it as a way to impress other people. Excuse me. I have a cold starting. I used to see it as a way to impress other people and to want to better myself, to impress everyone around me. Now, I've come to realize after around a year of just keeping to myself and just trying to figure out why I wasn't happy, why I felt lonely at times, why I wasn't accepted in my social life, stuff like that. And I went into we'll say a deep soul search, and I basically figured out my mind, and I studied psychology, body language, human instinct, human behavior, why people do certain things in social situations, stuff like that. So now I'm basically how can I say this? Whenever I'm exposed to other people, people are most likely to enjoy my presence because I'm selfless, I'm humble now. I used to be very cocky, even though I don't know why I was. What else? I used to sometimes make fun of other people just to leverage myself to get in a higher stance, let's say, in a social situation. So there's a lot of things that went into why I did what I did, right? But at the end of the day, what I've learned is that for working out, what you need to do is that you need to concentrate on yourself. You need to basically think of yourself as a slow, progressive slope, like this. So whenever you're in a gym, you think, okay, you picture in your mind, next week, I want to be doing this and I want to maybe get that little 5 pounds heavier. And you imagine your biceps doing the lifting. You imagine every single step of the process. You recreate what you want in your mind before it happens. So whenever it does happen, it feels like you've already prepared for it. That's a big thing I've been doing, is imagining stuff before I actually do them. So I'm able to, when I arrive to the situation, I'm able to proceed with the action without any trouble and have it done nicely, clean, and everything. So whenever I work out, there's a lot of muscle memory that goes into it. So let's say I'm bench pressing to keep the bar straight. There's a lot of muscle memory put into it, or not a lot, but there's a certain muscle memory put into it whenever you're bench pressing. So what I do is the night before I go out to the gym, I don't really go out to the gym. Actually, I use my dumbbells now at home. But whenever I used to go to the gym to bench press, I used to imagine myself the night before at the gym, bench pressing a certain amount of weight. And then when I got there, I would put the weight on and I would proceed with the action. And the thing is that since I was already prepared to going to the gym, I would skip the step of having to motivate myself to go to the gym because I had already prepared how to go to the gym. So that was a big thing for me to get started. That helped me really progress in a way where I didn't put any excuses and I just got to the work. So I've been talking for around 9 minutes.